All right, you know what I'm going to tell you guys about Gordon Sondland's testimony. Tick, 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 tick. No, guys, it's almost over now. So everyone agrees, including Fox News, they have broken. I was wondering what would break first. Their spirito de boti. Their spirit is broken. So look, the usuals are there. Napolitano is saying it is devastating, but also the unusual suspects. Ken Starr of all people saying it's a bombshell. And now Trump is definitely going to be impeached. Everyone agrees. CNN agrees. Fox News agrees. He's definitely going to be impeached. So now I'm going to get to the alternate reality of Trump and Giuliani in a second. But and tonight on the live show, 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern, Young Turks is going to have all the video for you, all the footage, all the details of Sondland's testimony, everybody's testimony, and we'll be covering the debates. I'm here in Atlanta to cover the debates for you guys. Okay, we'll have all that, but now I got to tell you the top line. So Sondland says there was definitely quid pro quo, and he said it was, quote, abundantly clear. Trump wanted Biden investigated. It was political. He told everybody. Pompeo knew, Rick Perry knew, Pence knew, and Sondland says we were directed to do it through Rudy Giuliani, and that Trump didn't even care if they had the investigation. So that whole thing about like, oh my God, Trump really cares about corruption in Ukraine. According to Sondland, his ambassador to the EU, remember Sondland gave $1 million to Donald Trump. So this is a top ally of Donald Trump. Today Trump's like, yeah, I might have met him once or twice. He's probably a good guy, but I think he was for somebody else in the beginning, and so I don't know about him. Yeah. The dude gave you $1 million. He's obviously on your side. And even he is saying, no, it was super clear. We all knew it was a quid pro quo. We held up the military aid. We held up a White House visit. And Trump didn't even necessarily want the investigation. All he wanted was a public announcement so that Trump could turn around and go, you see that? Even the Ukrainians are looking into my political opponent, Joe Biden. Terrible guy, etc. So absolutely obliterating. There's no more discussion on the rational planet. I'll get to the irrational planet in a second, of whether there was a quid pro quo, whether there was bribery. No question about it from a top Trump supporter, top Trump advisor. I can't wait for them to call him a never Trumper after he gave Trump $1 million. And that's how he got the ambassador position in the first place. So he's still testifying now. Like I said, we'll have all the details. But one more thing. Now let's talk about the alternate reality. So everybody sees this and goes, wow. Even Fox News is like, wow, he definitely did it. Not everybody on there, and they're not saying he definitely did it, but they're all like, I can't deny this one. This one's really bad, right? So Trump comes out and goes, the case for impeachment is now over. Yeah, you're right. It's over. You're guilty. What the hell are you talking about? No, he's like, no, he said that I didn't know it. I said no quid pro quo. Dude, that's not what he said at all. At all. You're on a different planet. I was watching all the testimony yesterday, and as I was on the plane, and I got to see the cable and news analysis, etc. Right? It's amazing. The Democrats, some of them speechify and are annoying, etc., and they have their own agendas that they want to pursue. But they're largely asking questions related to the case. Hey, did this happen? Did that happen? And I'll be fair to Elise Stefanik, who tried to be lawyerly and ask questions about the case, who's a Republican from New York. I don't agree with her at all. I think she's making a preposterous case, but at least she was on planet Earth having a conversation about what actually happened or didn't happen. The rest of the the rest of the Republicans come on, and all their testimonies or questions are wildly disconnected to what's happening. Like the witness will say, just loose top line, basically Trump did it. So Jim Jordan will come out and be like, so since you obviously said Trump didn't do it, and everybody's like, wait, he just said he did do it. They don't care. They just go blah, 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 and talking about things that don't make any sense. If you're a rational person watching these impeachment hearings, not only are you impeaching Donald Trump, but the Republican Party is hanging itself out to dry, man. They're attacking Lieutenant Colonel Windman yesterday, and in all bizarre ways, like what clothes are you wearing? What were you doing, etc. Everybody's like, why don't you ask him about the case? Because the case is terrible for the Republicans and it's terrible for Trump. So last thing is then Giuliani comes out in a tweet. He's like, okay, it's the end. I'm like, oh, okay, he's going to finally admit it. He's like, no, Sondland proved that we didn't do it. No, Sondland proved the exact opposite. So look, they can live on whatever planet they like, okay? They can go to Mars with Dr. Manhattan. But on this planet, it was already at 70%, according to the last poll, of people think that Donald Trump did something wrong here. 51% saying he did something so wrong he should be impeached and thrown out of office. That's the majority of the country already. And then you add on top of that, these last 2 days of hearings, which have been devastating, and we're not anywhere near done. But Sondland was in a lot of ways the nail in the coffin. So the irrational people will think what they think, and the 25% of the country will probably never reach because they're right next to Dr. Manhattan on Mars, wherever they are, right? But the jury is in for the rest of the country. He did it. He did it, and it was bribery. He was looking for a political benefit where he would get to announce that his political opponent was under investigation, okay? He asked for a foreign country to assist him in an election. Definitely a crime. He definitely did it. Even in the phone call that he released, there's evidence of that. We've been over that a million times. And now the bribery is definite. He definitely did it, and it's definitely a crime. So Ambassador Sondland could have just gone up there, and his whole testimony could have been tick, 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 because that's where we are now, guys. The rest is a countdown. The rest is a countdown to Republican polling numbers in their Senate races. Okay, so Trump is getting impeached. It's going to the Senate, and how bad are Republican senators polling in their home states? That'll determine whether Trump's going to get kicked out of office or not. But the jury, in terms of the facts, are totally in today. But do not miss any of the testimony that we have on video that we'll cover tonight. TYT.com or YouTube.com/TYT. We'll see you all tonight on this and on the debate. See you then.